It is only when we truly know and understand we have limited time on earth, and we have no way of knowing when our time is up, that we will begin to live each day to the fullest, as if it were the only one we have. "20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. To those who stay put, the world is but an imaginary place. But to the movers, the makers, and the shakers, the world is all around, an endless invitation. So the only question left to ask yourself is, where should you go now?"
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ali Midawi. A little bit of change of scenery today for probably going to be a couple of days. But I think you're going to appreciate it because a different vibe gives you a different message. And I got a good one for you today. And if this is your very first time, I go by the name of Ali Midawi, your host with Avocado Toast, also your global master trainer of the Young Entrepreneur Project, the world's greatest entrepreneurial community that helps you either start, grow, or scale a business. Plus, there's a turnkey business opportunity for those of you who like to mentor, coach, and train others. So let me go ahead and say good morning to my fellow entrepreneurs, or good evening if you are from Scotland or Sweden, rather, like Stina. Hey, Weenie, good morning from Australia. Hey, Elizabeth, how you doing? New Jersey's in the house. Hello, Brenda. Good morning, Millie. Good morning. I'm so excited to see each and every one of you. Feel free to hit that share button and or tag the right person, because today I'm going to talk to you about how to actually get a brand new member launched to success. See, when you are enrolling individuals, I know there are a lot of people who would say a million and one things, right? Here's what you do. Here's how you do it. Here's when you do it. Make sure you build a list of 100. Make sure you do this. Make sure you do that. Well, I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you must do. I'm just going to tell you what I have done in order to develop the organizations that I have over the last 14 years. And so far in 6 continents and growing. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get started in here. How many of you, let's say in the last 30 days, have brought a brand new member into your business? Let's say you are in network marketing or direct sales. How many of you have enrolled a brand new member in the last 30 days? Now, if your answer is not me, or if you don't answer at all, I highly recommend that you need to take a look at yesterday's video where I helped you identify how to find the right candidate for yourself. If you have, congratulations. Now remember, hey, Debbie Morin from Arizona. Remember. There are a million ways to $1 million. I'm only going to share with you what has worked for me in my organizations, okay? So first things first, what I tell everyone, there are 4 foundational pieces that brand new baby in business needs to understand. And what I mean is, you could be the greatest business guru, the greatest mentor, the greatest coach. It doesn't automatically translate to that new member as, I know what I need to do. I know how I need to do it. I get where to do it. So you have to understand, I'm going to work with you on ground floor foundational pieces, brand new mentor, business partner. And little by little, we're going to work our way up to those advanced things, okay? So foundation, and then you work into advanced things, just like building a house. It really is the same thing. So the first thing that you got to work on with that individual, not for you only, but for them as well, is to identify their reason why. Now, no, it sounds cheesy, it sounds cliche. I've heard that one before. Well, it's important. See, Mike Tyson, or Iron Mike Tyson, one of the vicious puncher in the history of boxing, right? I mean, everybody feared him. He was just this like horrific, killer monster in a boxing ring. And he was knocked out, KO, once in his career by one other fighter. And that one other fighter, his mother just passed the week of that fight. And she told him, I need you to win this fight. And he promised her, no matter what, I am going to win this fight and I'm going to be the new world champ. I mean, there is a whole video on it. You can watch it on YouTube. You can see the whole fight. You can see the short version of it. And this man, he got knocked down so many times, more than any other boxer ever faced Mike Tyson. But guess what? He actually won the fight. He knocked out Mike Tyson. And the reason is he told his mother before she passed, I will win this fight. He told her, I'm going to do it for you. So his reason why was stronger than his body, was stronger than him taking all those punches. So you, as a mentor, need to identify the reason why of that individual that you are speaking and working with, not only for themselves, because I got to remind you when you say, man, I really don't feel like doing it today. All right, cool. Well, tell that to your kids that you said, I promise you, I'm going to make sure that we have a vacation every 90 days. Tell that to your wife that you said, I promise you, I'm going to work hard for 6 months, but then we're going to have our renewals of our vows. Tell that to you that you promised yourself that you're going to buy time back in your life. So that's the very first piece, is for you to understand what you're working hard for. Now, it's also for me. I need to know, what am I working so hard for? We need to have some kind of metrics, right? See, if your reason why is just to make an extra $100 a month for, a night out, all right, cool. I know what I'm working for, and I can design a system to achieve it based on exactly that. But if your goal is to become a seven-figure earner and start, nonprofit organizations and change the world, I need to know that as well, so we can come up with a very specific game plan to creating just that. So number one is the reason why. Number two is a simple next step action game plan. Now, keyword simple. See, if it's complex, if it's hard, if it's too much, if it's overwhelming, no one is going to do anything. It is absolutely and 100% important for you to initiate a simple approach for the person that you're working with. See, many of you know I teach the concept of ad tag message, ATM. For many of you, it's like, dude, I've heard it a million times from you, Ali. I need the advanced stuff, right? Give me the funnels, give me the Chrome extensions, give me the attraction marketing, give me the influencer stuff. Yeah, we can work on that on leadership individually or in a small group setting or breakouts when we have a convention. However, the very first thing that every single person needs to understand and know is simply foundational, simple steps. See, everyone can add people on a Facebook group. Everyone can tag people on a video. Everyone can start a messenger conversation. See, that's simple enough. For those of you who may operate old school wise, right? I want to have a few people over to my house just like I would have a party. That may be something that's simple. I don't know about you, but you can do that if it works. Some people rather the virtual, some people rather the living room. Either way, if it is not a simple action plan, I give you my word, that person will ultimately quit. And you will be working so hard thinking that you're doing the right thing while you're just actually pushing someone out of the company, where they'll say something like this. You ready for it? I've been doing some soul searching and I've been praying about it. And I'm going to just take a little bit of a step back until, fix whatever the little stuff that I have, or, just got to get this overtime out of the way. And then I'm going to come back, swinging. No, you just quit. That's what you just did. But they don't tell you that because no one wants to admit that they're quitting, right? Okay, so that was number two. Number three is accountability agreements. Keyword agreements. See, we think as uplines, leaders, mentors, coaches, that accountability is a one-way street. But accountability is a two-way street. See, it's a partnership. And when there's a partnership, there are two parts. That's why it's called a partnership, right? There's your part and my part. So the conversation of that accountability is to set up a specific agreement between you and I. Here's your job. Here's my job. Here's when you do it. Here's when I do it. Here's who I work with. Here's who you work with. Here's step one, step two, step three. Here's how long we're doing it for. Here's how long it's going to take us. Here's this, here's that. See, it is extremely important for you and I to have an accountability system that not only I hold you accountable to, but you also hold me accountable. See, the pet peeve that I personally have had in 14 years in direct sales and network marketing is the upline who enrolls somebody like, yay, high five, they're in, commission, check, move on. Call me when you need me for a three-way call. I'll see you on a Zoom. Or they'll add them on some mass text message and just blast the mass text. It's more than that. If the person is working with you personally, you are to work with them personally. Therefore, you got to give them the attention that they desire and they deserve. And again, it's a two-way street. So I don't want you to sit here and say, but Ali, I've had like 50 people and none of them are showing up to anything. None of them are talking to you. Well, of course, you want to help those who are working and those who deserve your time, not those who need it and just are there, right? Like I call it the gym concept. They sign up for the gym, but they never showed up since Thanksgiving until the following Thanksgiving, right? So absolutely important for you to understand you cannot work with everybody. You can only work with the select few who deserve your time. Now, with that, those who are showing up and showing out, those who deserve your time, you got to give them a little bit of extra love. They text you, text back. They call you, call back. They send you a request for a three-way messenger or three-way call. You better be there and do it. A Zoom call, you gotta do your part. Because here's what I tell individuals in this space or in direct sales specifically. Your job is to create exposures. My job is everything else. And as I'm doing everything else, you're going to be learning over and over and over and over again. You're going to be absorbing the language, the conversations that I'm having, and ultimately, there will be a day that we're going to be, you and I, so busy with your team that you and I are going to have no choice but to upgrade your game where you are going to start doing the onboarding calls. You are going to start doing the compensation plan trainings. You are going to start doing the three-way calls. And now you and I are operating at the same exact level for a much bigger team. And you're now working with other individuals as I am. And we split the responsibilities. And then we're graduating others. And we're graduating others. And that's how you build a long-term sustainable team, not a get rich quick. See, there are many people who chase and I talked about this last week. They chase the fast start bonus. I know people who literally jump from company to company every other week just because somebody says, "Hey, if you enroll two people, there's $1,000. It's only $250 to sign up." They say, "Cool, sign up." They look for two people out of their own 50. They make 1,000, and then they move on to the next hottest thing. And that, I don't know about you, is not sustainable. I don't want to be a glorified sales rep. I want to build a long-term sustainable business that has true impact and longevity, not only for my success, but everybody that I'm working with. Everybody who trusts in me and says, I'm going to invest in you. I'm going to work with you. I'm going to take money out of my children's lives and invest it in your company for the hope that I'm going to be as successful as you are. That's why you got to go all in terms of the accountability agreement. And it even helps to write down the accountability agreement and send it to that person. Say, here's what you're supposed to do, and here's what I'm supposed to do. So when that person says, hey, man, this stuff isn't working, you can ask, well, how many people did you add and tag last week? No one. Well, where's your accountability agreement? Right in front of me. What does it say? Add and tag at least 30 people a day. Got it. So what happened? I just what? You didn't do your part, right? So it's not that it doesn't work, you don't work. Obviously in a loving, caring way. Don't be so harsh like I just made it sound. Okay. I'm just talking to you from leader to leader. All right. Then you have number 4. This piece right here is the reason why most people quit. This piece right here is the reason why people quietly walk away. Or they end up writing a bad review on Google and saying the company is a scam. And here it is. Expectations. You enroll them based on they're going to be rich in 3 days. You enroll them on they're going to lose, 70 pounds in an hour. You enroll them based on this business is so easy and everybody is going to make it in an ASAP. So you got to understand expectations literally create happiness or, for the most part, disappointments. This is why I tell every single person in this space, expect your leaders to quit, expect your team not to perform, and expect your customers to cancel. That's an expectation I can live with. You know why? Not to be pessimist or negative, not to attract the wrong energy. Because I want to be happy. I don't want to expect you, my business partner, who also happens to be my friend now, to wake up one day and say, Ali, they offered me $10,000 sign-in bonus in this company, and I'm gonna go and take my whole team with me. Now I'm upset with you because I feel like you've betrayed me. I feel like you took something away from me and my family. Well, I don't owe you. I don't own your team, right? So the truth of the matter is I can sleep at nighttime knowingly I need to go get some new blood. I need to get some new team members, some new leaders, because anyone is entitled to any business decision at any time for any business that they want to be part of, just like I have free will to do as I please. So who am I to think like a cult leader? You better not go anywhere. You're an entrepreneur. You have freedom of time, but you're with me forever or else. I have nothing but love for everybody that I work with, but I am expecting nothing out of anyone. So, what expectations are you setting up for the individual? Do they think it's easy? Yeah, they're going to quit and they're going to be very disappointed. Do they think that success is easy to attain and quick to reach? Yeah, they're going to quit. I'm telling you right now, they're going to quit. Do they think that this is a lottery ticket? By the way, most people don't understand network marketing and direct sales. They don't think it's a business. They think it's a lottery ticket. They think it's a scratch off. All right, I'm going to spend $500 and I'm going to just play the lottery with it. See if somebody's going to sign up. If they do, great. If they don't, well, it is what it is. $500, just like I went to Atlantic City or Vegas and I lost in the slots machines. So absolutely, you gotta go back to the accountability agreement. You gotta go back to a real game plan for the individuals that you are working with in order for them to create true sustainable process to take action. You gotta achieve that reason why for you to know what am I working for, so you can tell them exactly, hey, dude, you want to make $5,000 in 30 days? Okay, it's gonna take some work and here's what you need to do. This, and that. Can you commit to that work? And they're going to say, yeah, that sounds like a lot, man. I don't know if I can commit to it. I can maybe do half of that. Then you need to go and aim for $2,500, not $5,000, because that is what it takes to make $5,000. And if you can't commit to it, I don't want to mislead you or make you think, because they may make $2,500 because they could only do half of the work, but because their expectation was to make 5 grand, now they think they're a failure. Now they think it didn't work. Now they think your business doesn't work. So it's absolutely important to do exactly just that. Listen, it takes a long time for us as human beings to create change. And I'm not going to get complex on you, but neurolinguistic programming is a thing, right? So this is where you reprogram your neurons. These are these cells that look like seeds in your brain, and there's about 1 billion of them, and throughout your whole body, about hundreds of millions more. And within them, there are signals, like literally electrifying, like this is how God is so amazing. You got electricity that gets created mixed with chemicals, they call those hormones, and they tell your body what to do. And only through repetitive activities where the same exact action or path of that electric sign goes through the same neuron over and over and over and over again is the only way that you can create true change. This is why many people don't have instant change or don't have success right away in anything that they do, simply because they did not take that activity on a long-term basis. They thought it was quick. Think about boxing or any martial arts for that matter. They do the same exact thing over and over and over. Guess what they're doing? They're literally creating memory in their neurons so that same path keeps repeating itself where it becomes second nature. So when they're in the ring in real time, they just react and they see it happening without them even trying. Just like when you are actually walking. You know, when the baby starts saying, okay, it's me moving this leg, it's me moving this leg, it's me moving this leg. And then they try over and over, and it may take weeks, sometimes it takes months, or even crawling. Like our baby is 8 months old. She's going through that right now. She's literally creating this copy and repetitive images in her signals in her neurons, where again, chemicals and electric signals are happening, where her body becomes second nature to crawling. She knows exactly what to do without her even trying. It's the same thing in this business. So when I tell you 1,000,001 times for almost 8 weeks, you need to learn add tag message. You need to teach your team add tag message. You need to simplify the process where you can just add tag message. I was trying to create that second nature to you where your neurons know every single day I'm supposed to ATM. It's the right thing to do. It's the natural thing to do. I cannot stress this enough. Only via repetition that you're going to be able to create real success. Only via repetition that you're going to create long-term duplicatable success. Otherwise, you're again, you're going to try a different, you're going to be the hopper that hops from company to company or in the same company, but you're just trying different things every other week. And your body and your brain and your mindset, just like a language, right? If you want to learn a new language, try the same words over and over and over again. That's how I learned 5 languages. I came to the United States in June 20th, 2002. I spoke no English whatsoever, but guess what I had to do? I put myself in a situation where there was nothing spoken but English. And by default, what ended up happening is my brain started capturing the pronunciation of those words over and over and over and over again. Last night, I just learned for the first time what it means to say hindsight 2020. It's like, I keep hearing you saying that, Christina. What is hindsight 2020? And she explained the concept with, the metaphor for it. I was like, oh, I get it now. So again, new neuron paths that are being created. So Ellis, you add, you tag, and you message throughout your whole team repetitively for a very long period of time. Don't expect anything miraculous to happen within your business because you're not doing the required activities, not only for you, but not only for your team member either. And that's why people are going to quit on you. Now, if that makes sense, I really pray and hope that you're going to apply these very basic fundamentals that I'm sharing with you right now. We talked yesterday about identifying the right prospect and identifying based on your core values. We're talking here and today how to get a brand new member started in business. Tomorrow, I'm going to teach you how to create duplication in your whole team, meaning I'm not talking to you just about ATM here. I'm talking to you how to genuinely and truly get your whole team to be in the same momentum, to be in the same language, to be in the same system, if you will, so that true duplication can actually happen and take place. So not only I appreciate you, but I thank you. But we have a whole day ahead of us of many actions, activities, Zooms, and things of that nature. If you are part of our community, I'm sure I'm going to see you everywhere. If you are not, what in the world are you waiting on? Here's why. You are enjoying yourself right now and you're getting all this training, right? Well, what if you could have it all day, every day? What if you can have it with 30 plus other coaches on their modules and hundreds of videos that are open and available to you? What if you can get trained, mentored, and coached on building, starting, growing, scaling a business? What if you could pick a specific vertical that you can make it your own business? That's what the Young Entrepreneur Project is all about. So I ask of you, let's go ahead and take some action, and I will be seeing you bright and early at 11 a.m. tomorrow. See y'all later. Peace out, everybody.